Okie dokie, up to you.
Okay, I'll just start mine now. Hello and good evening, everybody, and welcome to racestation.net for our swan song, shall we say?
Swan song? No, wrong word.
No, let's be more serious. Yeah, welcome back to racestation.net. We are now beginning F1 2018 with the F2 League. Still doing our test races. And today you will be witnessing the test race around Spain for the F2 League.
That was close. I nearly booted that completely at the start.
Did you want you ready
didn't
up?
select. No, I didn't select press spectator.
Oh, oops.
Good thing I was paying attention.
As you're probably hearing, I am always joined by Stephen again. Hello, Stephen.
I feel sorry for you.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've got to do another full season with him.
Have pity on the soul.
Yeah, well.
I've just realised something.
We haven't even started the season yet, and you're already realising stuff.
Yes, because I've just noticed something that's also wrong on this game.
Oh God, what?
Why is there an old-shaped Porsche Cayenne?
Where?
When you see the pit lane picture, it's far right, to the right of the safety car, it's a Porsche Cayenne. It's the old shape. Why is there a Porsche Cayenne? There!
Oh God!
Why is that a medical car? That should not be there. It should be a Mercedes. Good Lord. We'll gloss over the fact that it's a 2017 safety car, but hopefully it won't have the 2017 attributes.
Yeah, so just be grateful that the safety car appears to be working.
It would be more fun if it was the 90s safety car, but oh well.
Oh, that looks rather cloudy.
It does look rather cloudy. It looks misty. It looks murky. Now, I haven't done proper spectate yet, so I have to have a little play.
Yeah, we've got a little play.
On the soft tyre.
I'm going to put every single element of telemetry available on, just to test and see what we've got, since we're doing it from spectate mode from the beginning.
Set the detail up to best, not to current fitted.
Why? Oh yeah, true.
Because then it'll show you the, I'm guessing, the best lap time done on that particular tyre.
Yes, it will do.
Yeah, so makes his way onto the track first.
This is, as I say, this is purely a test race. This is not contributing to any championship points, and we're not mad by starting the season at Spain. We're
basically we're not AOR.
Yeah. No
little
comment.
jab. Oh,
bloody fans have left already. That's not a good start.
Short qualifying we're doing, I've noticed.
Yeah, we're doing short qualifying, just one down to the numbers
drivers.
And two because it's only a test as well.
But also no, because this is also this is the correct procedure if there was only 9 drivers, of course.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I'm interested.
So yeah, so that we're purely just testing all elements, just making sure things are okay. And hopefully with the intention of starting the season.
And I haven't actually had a look at the cars yet since they did the update. This is the first time I've been able to get since the update.
I'll be quite intrigued to see the Ferrari when that comes out, when Callum Road comes out the pits, to see the detailing on that.
Was there a Red Bull? No, Blundsands was in a Red Bull, but he's disconnected, so no.
Right, the telemetry appears to be working for me in terms of the fuel mix, not fuel mix, ERS mode and battery they've got.
Yep.
I'm on board with YRDK43. Yeah, we haven't quite worked out the best way of calling him yet for the season ahead, but he is...
As we said, it is a test race.
It's a test race, so we've got to establish all of this. He's a newcomer to the season in theory. He did try joining last season,
Austria,
but things didn't go. And Silverstone, I believe, as well. Things didn't go to plan. The reason being is, just to explain, he is the brother of KO, who has moved up to the F1 league this season.
Right, so the Mercedes is oh god, this is going to be complicated. Pre-Spa?
I did think it'll be pre-Spa
because it doesn't have the wing mirror supports on it. Which I think they released at Spa.
Why does the first have a 120.6?
Callum Rose is out on track, the wing mirrors are on the halo.
They are indeed.
What number was KO last season? Was he 23?
He was.
Yeah, okay.
So the number 23 has stayed with the Ferrari. It's just with a different driver. Yellow flag, sector 3.
What number's you, Duck? 43.
43.
Ah, right. I think no one's got the same number.
No, everyone who's joined so far hasn't. The only one I wasn't sure about would have been Blood and Sand. Oh, Callum's gone. Lucky not to destroy his car there. He's spun coming out of turn 9.
Yeah, so he's done a Bottas.
He's done a Bottas. Again, with the F2 League this year, the simulation or the damage engine is on full rather than simulation. So, although they'll be affected if they do break their wing, it's a little bit more difficult for them to break their car completely.
One thing I have noticed, someone else has gone. Someone else I've noticed as well. Sorry, ignore me. I'm just thinking, why is white in 4, not 5? Busy RS. Might as well explain as well if anyone hasn't played the game. You see the little number 4 next to the DRS, where they got the DRS
little sort of electrical
icon was. 4, that's your ERS power level, which is new to 2018. So the lower the number, the less power there is of the ERS. 0 you have none, all the way to 5, which would be hot lap, and hot lap is only available. No, hot lap is available in the race as well, isn't it?
Hot lap's available in.
Who's H78? Oh, isn't H78? Didn't he do the
He did the Toyota League with us. Yes. Yes, he did, and he messaged me asking if he can join the league, and he's rather late. Again, he's another driver who's actually not told me what car he would like, so he's actually not going to be able to have an opportunity to pick now since he's late. He's randomly put in the Merc.
No, he's not going to be in the Merc, is he? He's going to be in the Force India, I think. Because we've got one red Mercedes, one Ferrari, one Red Bull. The next one would be Force India.
Yes, you would be right. Oh look.
Why has Blood and Sand's got a checkered flag by his name?
He's only just rejoined, isn't he? So I don't know what's... We'll find out. But he was one who disconnected and rejoined. As
per usual, as following 2017 tradition, the two McLarens are going out together and nearly crashing into each other.
Soups has gone for quite an extravagant helmet design, I've noticed as well.
Also, have you also noticed that I've noticed an issue?
What?
If you go on to detail its best lap, apparently the two McLarens are on super softs. Whereas I am looking at them now and they are not on super softs. They are definitely on softs.
It's because, yeah, they haven't set a time yet, so the best is just they haven't set a time. As soon as they set a lap time, that will change. It's just a default setting, yeah.
Now, what will be interesting is, I know quite a few of you will be disappointed that Made Man, I was going to say Mayhem, but luckily we haven't got to that problem yet. We're going to have that problem in December.
Maybe earlier.
Well, one of them's going to be in early before then, the other one's going to be in December. But,
I bet they could both be October.
Yeah, oh god. When, we're going to have... Oh, sorry, let's start again with the point. Whether or not Madman's going to have the same sort of pace that he did last season.
Yeah. Oh, Callum's gone again. He's struggling out there. Starting out the final corner. One thing I've noticed is the cars. There is a visual spectating glitch with the revving of the cars when a driver or when someone appears to disconnect.
No, I keep trying to remember which F1 game it was that used to do that. I want to say it was 12 or 13.
I want to say more recently, like 15, 16. Did it as well, but
so no one's beaten Matey Boy's time yet either, by the way. Been on the keeping tab.
no. I mean, we've still got about half a field set a lap time.
I imagine Madman is about to beat it, though. It looks like, yes, 17. Oh no, 18-9.
18-9.
Ooh, okay.
He's on the harder tyre compared to
I
Matey
know,
Boy.
but I don't know what a good lap time is.
No, we have not done much running, if at all, around here.
People have been, but we have not been them people.
J19, that was J19, went flying past Madman there. He's clearly on a lap. One handy feature for us this season that we didn't have last year is we do get to see the tyre age, which will help us as well, with predicting pit stops in the race and how many laps they've done on a set in quali.
Next thing needs to be updated, Codemasters. We want a penalty counter. Please. I know you probably have better things to do than listen to us all the time, but yes, please. I'm not getting any delta times, by the way, either, so I don't know.
No, neither am I.
This will show us whether or not Matey Boy's time was good or not. I think it might be. Yes, it was. It was good.
Matey Boy has...
We're going to have a different form book, and the cars that we are in at the moment, I believe they should be the cars that they're going to be running in the season.
Yes, they are. They should be the cars that they have chosen for the season ahead, and Callum's spun again.
And these aren't. We haven't got a full grid either. This isn't just 9 people.
No, we haven't got a full quota. I mean, H78 has joined the lobby and gone again.
Isn't he German?
I can't remember, honestly.
So J19 went round again and trying to do another hot lap. He's going to run out of battery.
We are missing Michael C. We are missing Mike Whiteside. H78 is meant to be on the grid as well, but he keeps dropping the news. We've just restarted his PlayStation, I think. I say we will have the joys of Mayhem joining us during the season.
And his friend Mayhem.
And his friend, similarly named,
Mayhem. Nake Mayhem.
They'll be joining.
I think we're going to have to call them Nat and Make.
Callum's really having issues off the track than on it.
Has he done any? Has he done any practice? Practice? Has he done any laps before?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. Like you, I don't know. 'Cause I haven't been on the game that much. So, or as much as some others. So I couldn't tell you if they have. I would have thought so. I would have thought they would have done some running before today. I'd like to hope they had.
I know what he's done. He's put a 17 setup on. Because the 17 cars were a lot more rear, a lot more front bias, so you have to put the front, so you have to put the balance of the weight to the back, whereas where this is game different. Can't do that on this game. You have to put the balance further forwards.
Yeah, settings are a little bit different compared to the last game, so it is a completely different approach.
Because it went through turn 7 and he immediately lost the rear end.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he's done higher front aero and rear aero as well, same as what you used to do on the 17 game.
Yeah.
To some people, but other. Why is he going around again with no front wing on?
I don't know.
I'm confused. Right, Madman is back out on the track anyway. We'll worry about him later. Who's got off the track? Don't know. Right, Madman is now on supers. So, Delta time usually used to be about a second. So, 17s should be, but we will see. This will put Matey Boy's lap time into perspective.
Only 3 minutes 20 to go. And unlike on the last game as well, short quali format is now back to the equivalent time as Q1 rather than Q3.
I think Blood and Sand's got a connection issue.
I think Blood and Sands, yeah, they've got issues with connection. The whole point of this was for people to join and then stay, but if they can't stay, then fair enough.
Right, Madman's down in the first sector, I think, to the top. Cameron has finally given up. I think Matey Boy has got genuine pace. And this is why we like the new games.
Yeah, I mean, from what we've been seeing... Oh, he's left as well, Callum. Why? Matey Boy goes out again.
Oh, the 2017 issue for the sectors is back as well. You did just 22-1 first sector, 22-1 second sector.
Yeah. So yeah, the one thing we have noticed is that there are a lot more.
Sorry, Madman's run across the line. Sorry. 13, 14. I don't think he's going to beat this. No, he's backed off.
He's slowed down.
Backed off.
He's.
That's interesting. Okay.
Hiding his pace. Effectively keeping himself on the soft tyre to start the race.
You've been interesting races, could be. Because we have no idea what the form book is.
No. And as I was saying, this game appears to have brought the field closer together. In both leagues, there are a lot more drivers that seem to have a competitive element to them. So it's certainly something to look forward to.
21-9 first sector. Has he backed off at some point during this lap?
Okay, no, I'm not watching J19, so I don't know.
This isn't going to beat him. This isn't going to beat... Oh, it did! Yeah. It did! 300!
Oh, Matey Boy's up though, 21-7 first sector.
Matey Boy's in... But he's in 4, though. How? Unless that's a glitch. But unless that's a glitch, but I don't know.
21-7 again, so yeah, I'm not scared. But
Oh, Bollard's gone.
pretty, yeah, he's taking the bollard out. I was trying to say the laps look pretty clean there. He's just taking the bollard out, so not seems good. The qualifying's done, so these are the final laps that they can do. But Nature Boy looks rather comfortable.
I don't think this is going to be J19.
Yeah, this will
it's
be.
going to be tight. Oh, it did! It did!
Go.
Wow! And Soups out-qualified Madman as well.
Soups was on the softer tyre.
Yeah,
Madman did back out off his lap, but yes.
Okay. White up there, the old 2 Mercedes ex-teammates. Who's White's teammate in the Haas?
Michael C.
Ah, oh yeah. And J19's is Michael Whiteside.
Yes.
And Matey Boys is...
to be confirmed.
Ah, TBC, okay.
Unfortunately, yeah, Matey Boy hasn't actually got a teammate yet for the season.
Right, it was a glitch. He was in number 5, but the spectator for some reason put it in number 4.
I think people leaving and joining the lobby doesn't help
It makes it unstable.
It just makes, yeah, maybe it might reset itself and sort itself out between.
I love the fact that I actually get XP for spectating.
Yeah, same. How weird.
Right, okay, so 57 thousandths. So by that logic then it looks like... So it looks like by that logic then that Matty Boy's gone forwards, J19's gone a bit forwards, White's gone a bit forwards, Putterland's gone a bit forwards, Soups has gone a bit forwards, Madman a bit unpredictable. Yes, Madman and the unknown. So I was a bit worried going by... I know I shouldn't do it, but going by previous form book from last season, Madman should run away. But oh, remember to skip the next section just in case. Oh, it doesn't come up for... Oh, it doesn't come up for us. Okay. Interesting.
Oh, interesting.
That's good.
All right, we got no issue with that then.
Easy. Easy.
Ignore the noise.
Have they done something to the pit gantries? Because they don't look like they're just coloured anymore. They look slightly different. I'm only comparing the Ferrari the Mercs, but I don't know whether or not it is the colours that make it look different, or... But they look slightly different than previously before the update.
Again, I'm not too sure because I haven't actually properly played the game since the update.
It would be nice if they actually went through the game with a fine-tooth comb and actually fixed all the visual glitches. Though, for instance, I thought they might have fixed the pit garage to pit lane name issue. Because why couldn't they? Because they can obviously put it on the pit gantry, so why can't they put it on the pit lane?
Well, I don't know why you're asking me. Ask Codemasters.
I will. I will write them angry letter in the morning.
Next year.
What do you mean next year? I'll probably fix it for next year's game, but unfortunately I'll probably find something else wrong with it.
Yeah, like the cars will float or something.
Sorry. There we go. No, can't do that. Might be copyright. So it's misty again. I take it this is dynamic weather.
It is.
Right, okay. So we've now only got 7.
Yep.
So who are you telling to start the race then?
I've just messaged Madman, but I'm hopeful he actually gets his notifications. If not, I'll message J19 as well.
Because normally you text Whiteside, but he is not present.
Yes.
So what cars then are free in
Force
the...
India, Williams, Sauber.
I'm surprised by that. I thought someone might have taken that, because that was one of the very first cars gone in the F1 League. We're not even going to go into the F1 League at the moment. Everyone is, as far... I don't think anyone is in the same car. I don't think there's only one team that's gone from 17 to 18, and there's not one team that was in the same car as they were last season. There are particular drivers that are in the same car but have got different teammates. I don't think anyone has kept the same car and the same teammate. I think. Unless you can think of one.
The only one will be Madman and Soups in F2.
I'm in F1.
In F1, I do not believe so.
So it's completely different.
I mean, the only people I know who are in the same cars as last season
Is Big Dave in
is
the Red Bull
remaining
and Demon Racer in the McLaren. That's it.
McLaren.
Oh, hang on a minute.
there's
What?
still
Oh no, because
people-
Eli was in the Force India
Force
last
India, but
season.
he hasn't chosen the car yet, so I don't know what he's in.
Yeah, so could be in a Force India this season then, because that's still available.
Yeah, it's only that or the Williams he actually has
yeah.
available to choose from. I'm messaging people, but no one is moving. What have the people read their messages?
Oh, what's his name? John, isn't it?
I've messaged him on Facebook.
Oh, have you? Fair enough. I'll shut up then.
That's what you're about to do. My messaging is playing up on...
Is it taking ages to load?
No, I can't actually view messages or message anyone.
Do you want me to do it then?
Yeah, can you message J19 and Madness?
Has that done anything? I have texted him.
Nothing yet.
To find out that they've actually started the race.
Oh, we're just stuck here forever.
Oh, it's KO on. That's a good point, actually. It's KO on. Oh, I pressed the wrong one. There we go. Right. This is not professional at all.
No, but I would have liked to have thought, having a test race, people could, you know, be nice to show, but there we go.
There we go.
There we
Got the
go.
message. Yay! This is going to start in 30 seconds, regardless if anyone's ready or not. I like the fact we can actually view who's ready up. Was we able to do that last season? I can't remember.
Yeah, we were able to do that last season.
I don't know. It was just 6 weeks ago since Abu Dhabi. I can't remember.
Finally! Oh, Callum and Blaney Cairns are going to be in there as well.
That's
They're
worrying.
not. They're not. There's no intervals, so I'm guessing they're not.
No, they're not technically here. No, they're not on the track. I can't view them. This is a very quick open. This is a very quick formation lap.
Well, you have to admit, this will be the first time Matey Boy has led the field, from what I can remember, in a long time, if at all.
Well, when was the last time Matey Boy... Well, Matey Boy's led races,
He's led races,
but only
I
for
don't
a pit
recall him
cycle,
sort of-
though.
Yeah, I don't recall him leading the field at a formation lap or, say, even a safety car before things broke or from previous seasons before last season. So...
Do you reckon the weather is actually set to battleground? Because it's sort of that kind of misty, murky sort of conditions you expect from a battleground. So obviously, Matey Boy's now realised he was in 5 and now is in 1 because he's now charged his battery up. Oosh. That's one thing we've got to keep an eye on is seeing what people are doing with their battery. Unfortunately, we can't see their engine.
Itself anyway. I think it resets itself anyway
think? Okay.
on the grid. I don't think that matters on the formation lap.
This
Like
is
last season
interesting.
with
They've changed this because before it used to zoom to the grid and stop. Now it seems like you're stuck at 70. It looks like, which is they've updated, which is nice.
Or whatever speed they were doing at the time.
Correct.
Okay.
I haven't viewed since the start. Have they changed? Quite a lot of this is guesswork, so we like to guess.
Yeah.
Look, change
Okay,
around. I can't
There we
view.
go. We got the.
We got the back of the grid.
Oh.
Not
There,
Not
that
helpful.
was.
I can only
That
view
was
the
a bit
back
odd
of the
on my
grid.
screen.
Why have they done that? I can't. Right, so I'm missing everything of turn 1 then. Right, oh there we go.
Oh, it's
Oi!
collision already. That's J19 rounds. Oh dear.
And 2 McLarens.
Yeah. Matey Boy got a great start with White and Putterland.
There was
Second and
debris I saw. Unfortunately,
And
I
White-
cannot see.
Yeah. Obviously J19 being the biggest loser so far on this lap. And down to the back of the field. Matey Boy holds the lead.
Just.
Just
So this is when we
followed
find
by-
out what Matey Boy's pace is actually like with full fuel on. But when was the last time we
Yeah.
had a top 3 of Matey Boy, White and Putterland? Completely different.
I might need to go through the archive.
Ooh.
Oh, White nearly
Looped it.
spinning it there.
Oh god, there goes Soups. I wonder if Soups has damage. Because it was very close to the 2 McLarens. So here comes the top. I think it is Soups. It looks like he's going wide out of the corners.
Either that or they're running very low aero,
Yeah.
which
Aero
might be
does make a
evident because
massive
Soups-
difference on this game as
Soups
well.
seems
As
to
in,
gain quite a bit on Putterland, who's drifting, forgetting he's on F1, not Rallycross.
Aero does seem to make a massive difference on this game though. For terms of top speed, you can be gaining like something like if you have really stupid low aero, you can gain like maybe 10 mile an hour in a straight line with no DRS easy. So it's a massive difference. And when we get to tracks like France or Bahrain, it's gonna, or even actually China. China will be an interesting one.
China and Baku.
China, Baku, Australia, which you don't need a lot of aero for. It's really anyway of a sort of balance rather than aero is more of the key. Ooh, Madman's past Soup.
I think that was more Soup letting go.
I think Matey Boy made a slight error because there was about a second leader, now it's half a second again. So there's a bit of a difference.
Top 5 very close together.
Oh God! Anyone else want the new? Anyone else want the fastest lap?
Each driver setting the fastest lap down to 4. Oh, White
right.
again. Not White.
Right, so White's low on fuel because he had a fuel indicator warning coming up on the dash. Just flashed up. But unfortunately I do not know what the fuel level is. It's got to be a bit of encouragement for Matey Boy. So Year Duck pitted and is now on a set of softs. White's gone a bit wide through turn 9. And Matey Boy has gone wide through turn 9.
That was Madman, not Matey Boy, Madman.
Oh,
you mean?
I'm not looking forward to when we've got Matey Boy, Madman, Mayhem and Mayhem. Not gonna be liking it at all. Too many M's.
And then you got the 2 mics to include as well.
Oh no. Oh, go. Oh, I would keep an eye on Putterland and Madman.
Putterland, yeah, he's not had a great exit.
Well, and the fact that Madman's right up behind him. But both have DRS, but Madman has got the speed down the straight, it looks like. Yeah. Ooh, contact. Ooh, he's still
That
there!
White
He's still there!
No,
Still there! That was a bit naughty.
My camera view changed. Was that Madman closing the door a bit harshly there?
Well, no, because I think it was... What
Oh, there's going to be more contact.
What happened was, I think... That's going to be...
Oh my God, it's Perez and Sorokin.
Spoiler alert. Still there. Right,
Not
it's through now,
anymore.
right. What happened was... Madman went down the inside at turn 1. They contacted into turn 1, and then they put to land. Decided to.
Oh, that was a shove.
I think what caught put to land out a little bit. I think Madman braked a little bit in the braking zone, and I think we may have to keep an eye on that during the season. Because I don't. Is there a? There must be regulation, surely, of braking in the turning in the braking zone, surely. But we haven't really. Of course. There hasn't really been an incident though for that. Well, not for a while anyway. That's interesting. That's deep by Madman. All this is helping Matey Boy to run away. That's wide by Madman. Corner cutting isn't as big of an issue as it has been on previous games.
It's still an issue, but yeah, not as bad.
And the rules have changed on corner cutting penalties and post-race penalties given to corner cutting, but they're too complicated to mention now, so we'll worry about that. Oh, Soups is gone! Up goes the in-timers. Yeah.
Well,
that's going to be our first safety car. I'm gonna say No.
No.
Doesn't look like it, does it?
Another element, since that has happened, that's just reminded me of another element of the game that we haven't mentioned yet. Ghosting is off.
Yes.
So if a car crashes in front of you and they are on the track, they will not ghost, you will have to drive around them rather than through them. Which could make it interesting for tracks like Monaco and the castle section of Baku, for example.
Or even Bahrain. Turn 1 Bahrain could be a bit of a... can be known. Madman has got loads of pace. I'd like to say this right now. Madman has a lot of pace. Like, frankly, stupid amount of pace. He's taken like a second and a half out of Matey Boy already.
I hope that's not all pace and Matey Boy may have made a mistake, but we shall see.
This is a problem. Anyway, that's 10 for the race done.
Madman still holds the current fastest lap of a 24.2. I suspect that's about to get absolutely destroyed.
24.4.
No, maybe not.
2 tenths off.
24.4, not quite.
So obviously it's the super soft runners that are dying then.
Now the one thing we'll get to see as well is how effective is that undercut on this game?
Or how effective is the alternate tyres. Because on the previous game, it wasn't that effective.
No, if you started on the harder tyre, you tended to lose out. The one benefit these guys would have had, only doing short quali, they wouldn't have used as many tyres.
Nope.
So they will have plenty of fresh sets.
Is it getting darker, or is it just me?
I think it's just you. I don't think it's actually changed. So the tyre life is 6 laps for the top 4. That was nearly contact.
Yep.
A19's on 1 lap old super softs and YRDK on 4 lap old softs.
I think J19 boxed thinking it might have been a safety car, but it wasn't. Matey Boy's defending into the chicane, which is an interesting tactic.
They used to lose that massively. Yeah,
yep.
Madman's already through.
Ooh.
But Matey Boy's got the DRS.
But I think Madman's got the top speed. He does.
We don't know what ERS modes and fuel modes they were in.
Well, Madman, according to this, is in 3.
He might be now, but might not have been down the straight a moment ago. J19 was a 22.3.
J19
2 seconds quicker.
To land in the pits. Pit stop time round here, what do you think?
Could be about, what, 20? 22 seconds?
Well, 22 seconds would put J19 in the lead. Now, it's almost like the game's like what's the word? Overemphasizing a powerful undercut sort of thing. Because J19 was about...
Well, he did set the fastest lap last time round. It was over 2 seconds quicker than what Madman's been able to do.
He was about like 8 seconds behind the leader before he pitted.
Madman's done a 24.2, where J19's
25.1.
23.
Madman's just done 25.1. Oh, man!
J19 has used a lot of battery. He's not got a lot left. probably doing those lap times.
Remember, we might be looking at hey boys. Oh my god, that's good.
Madman.
Madman is very, very tail happy. We've got the KO syndrome. And tyre temperature is more important than anything on this game.
Yes. It's so easy. It's so easy to overheat those. Tyre conservation and are the two most important elements on this game. Fuel isn't actually that important now. It's very easy to manage the fuel on this game.
Yeah, it's not like 17.
No.
17 was a little silly with the fuel.
It was a bit extreme, wasn't it?
Yes. Right, so the gap with J19 and Madman is now 20 seconds. Now J19, I reckon, looking at last year's pace, more than likely is the one that's going to have to try and keep a candle to Madman. But
although Matey Boy is nearby, White is not far off, and we haven't seen the likes of Michael C at all.
No, Michael C has been pretty quick on previous games.
Yeah, so I do expect there to be more of a challenge up front this season.
Well, hopefully, because the last... Ooh. Well, last year wasn't really, but 16 and... Well, 16 was a walkover.
There was a walkover to begin with, but by the time other people joined, it was already done and dusted pretty much.
Yep. Well, if you're right, and the two Madmans are getting... Two Mayhems are getting 18 in October.
Counselling.
Huh?
You're doing counselling to get that right.
Yes. No brainwashing, mate. You've always been a bit late. I got that right. I
was got that an easy one.
Yes, exactly. But I got that Madman confused. Oh, I really going to struggle. Mayboy is now on the move. J19 is passing the pit lane now, and it's easily ahead.
Matey Boy was about 3 seconds back, wasn't he?
Yes, and J19 is about 3 seconds in front.
4 seconds, 5 seconds in front.
3.5.
Yeah.
Ish.
3.5, 4 seconds once it settles down. So yeah, J19 will be right with Madman when Madman pits, but Madman won't be in for a while because he's on the soft.
Well, that's concerning for Matey Boy because he's only done 10 laps.
There were 9 laps old, those tyres, it was saying.
That doesn't make sense though. Look, Madman's done 10 laps and we're on... Oh, because we're on a lap 11, fair enough, yes, that does make sense. But...
They shouldn't do, they should have done the tyres they've done in quali.
Yes.
Oh, there's the first time penalty.
It's not the first time penalty, I think that is the second one.
Oh, I missed one, have I?
I think so. Right, so White is also...
Yes, you have, yes, Soup's got one before he crashed. You are correct.
There goes J19.
This will be you this season, travelling down to the end of the pit lane for your stops.
Yes, after 3 declining, well, I might as well say declining, because 15 was a good year, 16 was, I don't know if 16 was a better year or a worse year than 15, I don't know. 17 was a bit of a, not a disaster, but much more challenging. We now decided to join a different team and go to AS. But saying that, you've joined a completely different team. You've actually left the engine powerful ender for once.
I have. I've actually gone back to a team I was in 2012.
Well, yes, but think about it. When was the last time you was? How many years now have you been with a Renault engine car since 15?
Well, 15 I was in the Lotus, and they were Merc powered in 15.
Oh yeah. I keep forgetting that.
So, yeah, 16 I was in the Renault, 17 I was in the Red Bull. Again with Renault powered.
It's been a while since you've been Ferrari powered. J19's in.
That's interesting.
Or did he just cook them? Did he just cook them tyres?
Maybe.
That's really worrying. How many stops is this race gonna be? Tyre management is key on this game, completely. And
yep.
This track's very hard on, obviously, the front left tyre. Why did J19 pit again? He only did 6 laps.
I guess he just pushed too hard and tires just got too hot.
I wonder.
Or he's got a really bad setup and he's just worn the.
I don't know why I'm going to say this to you, because you are obviously going to be a massive competitor this year. But I think you're going to have to do a completely different mentality to 17 to 18. Meaning, the super soft tyre is a quality, or the softest tyre is a total quality tyre. You want to get, especially on the high deck tracks, you want to get off of it as soon as possible and get to probably the medium.
What, is in the middle tyre of the 3, or?
No, it's in the medium, as in on this race track, be the medium.
Okay, the medium, okay. We shall see. Maybe White's having a look at Putterland. Not quite close enough into turn 1. The only battle won the field so far with the 6 drivers we have left.
There isn't one. No, Putterland White, I suppose, but...
That's what I said. I just said, they're battling. It's only half a second.
Did White go behind... So Putterland had a massive undercutting.
Yeah, Putterland's jumped White in the stops. Or White's made an error. We haven't seen it. But
oh, hello.
White
Madman's made an... Oh, no, I was right. Go away. Madman made an error.
Yeah,
that
White's
gap
only just
dropped
pitted.
2 seconds all of a sudden.
Oh.
Do you think as well that do you reckon they're pitting when the tyres are gone, or the fact that they are running out of grip?
Oh, Putterland's gone. Sorry, just have to jump in front of you there. It seems like on this game the effect of tyre wear does occur a lot earlier.
Yep.
Into the percentage wear of the tyre.
So canvas and toes then are rear and suspension is incredibly important on this game.
Yeah, because it was known last year that people were
all the way to all the way to the left and all the way to the right will not work.
Yeah, so they're pitting when the tyres felt bad rather than saying get to 60-70% of wear. Or in my case, with my super soft at Monza, 90.
We'll not let that go, will you? That is the race that you took me out on, so there we go.
It was a race we collided. It was a racing incident.
How was it? I'm not going to argue. But
yeah, no, Matey Boy all of a sudden is within 20 seconds.
Yes.
I think Madman has got the best out of those tyres.
The problem is, though...
He hasn't gone far enough, really,
well, no, because to get his strategy to work, he'll have to... This is why I'm saying mediums.
Mm.
Where it's not a case of the hardest tyre is obsolete. It's going to be a case of you on the high deg tracks like this one, you're going to have to use it.
Yeah.
On the low percentage races like 25%, you could probably get away with not using the medium, but in these long races, you're going to have to. Or you're going to have to make your setup absolutely spot on with tyre deg.
Yeah. Get it right with tyre deg, but you might then sacrifice outright performance.
Exactly. What you got to remember is the gap may be going down, but they've only done 16 laps. So even if Madman pitted now, another 16 laps would go him, he wouldn't even get him half distance. We're not even a quarter of the way through yet.
No.
In fact, at the end of this lap, we will be.
We're pretty much at quarter distance now.
So Madman really needs to get to about lap 22, realistically, before even considering boxing.
To be honest, would you think that starting with soft, he would have thought of trying to do soft, and then super soft as his strategy? Is that what you would have probably expected him to?
There you go. I thought that was coming up. I can see him going on the mediums next time.
Okay.
Because how do you do it? Do you try and work the mediums and get the mediums to work to you quick on the mediums? Or do you get the tyres to last on the softer tyres? Do you got to play the long games either way? Because what's Madman's times now? He was doing 24s, and then he dropped into 25s. If he's in 26s, which I think he might be actually.
No, he's in the 20. He's still in the 24s.
25 that was.
25 that time, but the previous two laps were 24.6, 24.7.
What's Matey Boy doing?
Matey Boy is in the mid 23s, mid to high 23s. Although he set a 22.9 3 laps ago.
29?
22.9.
Ah, right. Because the problem that Matey Boy's got is it agreed to pitted on lap 10, sorry, for his supers. So he'll have to go probably to lap 35?
30 to 35 minimum.
So even considering going back on probably softs again.
But then you still got over 30 laps. Oh man, it was really wide.
The key is to no lockups, no wheel spin, and no scrubbing of the tyres. So it's almost like you've got to, in the early laps, you've got to run to a pace.
Yes.
Rather than going absolutely flat out. 25
YR's in the pits, and that's mediums. He's gone on. He's already a lap down on a Madman.
There will have to be lots of testing being done. A lot of testing required. So gap is now 16 seconds. White is 30 back. So he's safe from White, but the problem is though, by the time Madman boxes, Matey Boy's tyres are going to be past their best and he's going to absolutely pit. Sorry, he's going to absolutely suffer as anything.
Okay, how far will Madman go? One more time at least. But at least he's been kept honest.
Yes, which, well, let's see at the end of the race, because Madman's still on the better strategy. So he may need to make one less pit stop.
Yeah, potentially, but doesn't mean it's comfortable. One mistake or one error, and the advantage that he might currently have would have gone.
Got to remember as well that Madman's lead is actually only 12.9, not 15.8.
Yes, he's got the penalty. And again, round the final section.
No, he's in.
Oh, he is in this zone. End of lap 20.
20? Okay, so 20... What will he go on? I think he'll go on mediums. Nope, more softs.
You will be wrong, softs. So, they'll be fresh. You expect what, 43 next thing? Because
Yeah,
obviously
43, but then that still leaves you... This is why I'm saying mediums
laps.
might have been better.
Yeah.
We even go to like... You might have even been able to get to like... It's the problem, because if you want to try and do... Oh, what did they do in real life? They did one stop in real life, didn't they? Or did they do two?
I think some did two. So it's quite high... as you say, it's very high deck round here.
It's all about running that medium, I think. Round here. Get that medium to work. On high fuel.
Oh, Catalan is spun but gets out the wall. Coming out of turn 4.
So Madman is now 4.5 behind Matey Boy. That will probably be go to... It'll probably be past him by lap 25.
I reckon he'll be within my lap 23, you know. Because when he came out the pits, it was 5.6.
It was already 4.3.
Exactly. That's 1.3. Be at least on record, at least under 3 seconds by the end of this lap.
So you notice Madman's actually sliding.
Yeah. He's probably using too much of that new tyre too soon.
Taking all the candy and just eating it. Sorry, sweet. So now third distance now.
Indeed. .2. Might lock up at the front left again. Under 3 seconds, there you go, so that's already... What, 1.4?
Oh, codes. Mate boys in traffic. What did I say KO for? Wrong league. Madman's in traffic. Mate boys in traffic. Oh my god, I'm gonna go in a minute. Why can't I get the words right? No.
We've been away too long to be doing this.
Yes. Way far
not
too
warmed
long.
up.
No.
So all the other test races we've done so far, we've been in it.
Yes. Do the quotation of a song in a minute. Wake me up until September ends.
I said about lap 23. We're on lap 23, and Madman is right with Matey Boy.
All right. It shows you the rate of progress that Matey Boy's had, because he was behind J19 on and White on, or really battling with White on 17.
Yes.
To be a third of a minute ahead of J19. I know J19's had issues, but
yeah, you might have thought if J19 had the same issue on the last game, he might have caught or at least eaten into that gap of Matey Boys by now.
That's gonna be easy. I think
Madman's
in
Madman's using his battery. His battery's being. That's not breaking, but it's done. But how much of his tyre has he used to do that? Those 3 laps that it's taken to catch Matey Boy. We shall see probably in the next sort of 15 laps.
Yes. Matey Boy has to really pit on lap in the 30s.
Yes. White doing a good job in 3rd. Ahead of his former teammate. J19 stood on his recovery drive from the opening corners, or opening sequence of corners spin. Switzerland not too far back. And Madman 21.8.
Yeah, he's pulling away by 2.3 seconds in 1 lap. Yep, definitely setups are most important in this game, where to make the 1 lap pace is good, but to make it consistent over a stint is the absolute key. Because you want to do Madman's pace easily.
Yes.
You don't want it to be flat out all the time. You want to do his pace easily, and then you can go flat out and go even quicker, but then go back to a steady pace.
Yeah.
Lap 26. It's interesting, the gap is now not moved.
Would indicate Madman is in management mode. My telemetry showing him being in mode 2.
Yep, mode 2, yep, I agree. With a green spanner.
I think that might be again a glitch from last game where the
So do you think that is when he was supposed to pit?
No, so on the last game, when it'll give you the sort of pit stop window for the first stop, but when the driver changed, that pit stop window would never change. It will remain at the original laps that they were doing the first time rounds.
Yeah.
And it will just always say that they're due to pit from that moment on. I think that might again have followed us from old game to new. Where Major Boy's fallen back this lap. J19 is slowly catching white. But ever so slowly.
Yes, you don't want to push and then take too much out. It's best to creep.
Or like you do your betting in poker, creep forward.
No. No, just go full in. All in, easy.
Well, White is trying to lap YR. White is wide through 9. Dirty S seems to be more of an effect this game as well.
I think what they're trying to do is, because 17 was so easy, they've tried to make 18 a bit more of a simulator. So if you go too close to the car in front, it overheats the engine, it overheats the tyres, overheats the brakes and things.
Yep.
So you have to drop back sort of 2 and a bit seconds before you cool everything down, and then you can go again.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. There's a teeny weeny bit of a procession at the moment.
Yeah, there's not really
yes,
any.
Just say it.
There isn't really any battles out here at the moment. But as I say, this is purely testing. From our point of view, we're just testing the spectatic mode and just witnessing, ensuring that the lobbies actually stay working, while the drivers are ensuring that they don't have any sort of glitches while out on track. Again, Madden sliding through turn 2.
What I've got to remember is though that Madman was really quick in the last game here. But so was TLK.
Oh yeah, TLK won the race. Madman actually only got on the podium as a result of penalties.
Penalties, yes.
So I believe the cars that finished in front of me were 19 and Charlie, I want to say, on the track. I think the penalty that was given to both of them put Madden second. I'm correct, I might be wrong on that. I'm definitely pretty sure Charlie was one driver, it might have been Gino, the other could have been someone else. Because this was the race during the season on the last game that had to be rerun because of the safety car glitch.
Yes.
Wasn't it? So that's when it sort of really showed its ugly face, that safety car glitch on F1 2017.
Oh no.
What?
I've just realised that we was obviously talking about the two Mayhems.
Yeah.
What's Mayhem's favourite colour? As in the original Mayhem's favourite colour?
Uh-oh, pink.
Yep. And what car's available?
I heard he wanted to try and avoid that car because Callum or the other Mayhem doesn't like that car.
Oh, okay.
They may not have a choice.
Not in...
They may not end up having a choice. It depends on
Who? Yeah.
what car Eli and Bomber go in.
That's F1.
Oh, that's F1, yeah, of course. Mayhem and Mayhem will be in F2. I'm tired.
Go to bed early then.
I would have done, but I had a certain someone staying up playing poker with me.
That's not my fault. You got me hooked on it.
Yeah, so...
It's interesting. Now Madman's got to 10 laps. His gap isn't going up as much as it was.
No.
Sort of, it goes for a graining period, and then they come back a little bit.
I was just about to say that, because it has sort of, again, been noticed that the tyres, sort of around the 20% mark, sort of seem to go off. And then you get to about, what, 40%, 35-40% wear?
Yep.
They seem to come back. As you say, sort of get through the graining phase almost. And get more into a steady rhythm. Where the time just doesn't seem to drop off despite the tyre wear increasing. So... I mean, Matey Boy's made a mistake this lap, so all of a sudden that gap jumped 2 seconds.
Yes.
But, yeah, people have to think that, or get out of the idea of, oh, the tyres don't feel great, I must box. Because I think on a lot of occasions the tyres will come back to them. And that would just be a phase that you've just got to battle through, just try and manage. But it is going to be interesting. Especially on tracks where the sort of like the hypersoft are used.
Well, yes, Monaco's the first one for that one, but I mean, when we get to places like Singapore, where it's all traction zones, or actually Canada will be more interesting.
Did they use the hypers in Canada? They did, didn't they?
I'm pretty sure they did. Pretty sure they did. How's my everyone's tired looking?
Not too bad. Yeah, not too bad at all at the moment. Oh, saying that, there's a bit of a movement from the rear there.
It is expected. He's done 22 laps and it's soft. So no one has actually pitted yet since second, third, fourth and fifth for a while now. We've got 20, 21, 22 and 24.
Yeah.
And we're now half distance.
Yeah, it was the Hyper, Ultra and Super Canada.
And, obviously, when we get to tracks where there was a jump in the tyre allocation, I can't remember where the first one of them were.
I want to say... Germany?
Was it Germany
Austria,
the first
maybe?
one, or was it Canada, or was it China?
Oh, China, yes, it was, wasn't it?
Where you
Yeah,
had,
China,
was
yeah.
it ultras,
So,
supers, mediums or something?
yeah, so Australia was the ultra super, so the ultra soft, super soft and soft.
Yep.
Bahrain was the super soft, soft and medium. China was the ultra soft, soft, medium. Baku, ultra
It
soft,
could have
super
been
soft, soft.
ultra soft. Right, I got you now. Sorry.
Listen!
Purple, yellow, white.
And white. As we are in Spain now, it's super soft, soft and medium. And then the hyper soft,
Ultra
super soft, ultra soft, yeah, hyper ultra super we used at Monaco in Canada. And then it was the ultra soft, super soft and soft at France and Austria. Soft, medium and hard at Silverstone.
That'd be an easy one on tires, I'm pretty certain. If anyone uses the hard, I will be stunned.
What are the other tracks?
Germany was next.
Yeah, I know, I'm just getting the thing loaded up.
I think Germany was ultras, ultras, supers, mediums. I want to say. This is interesting. White's done 23 laps on his tyres. He's only lost a tenth of a second after them 23 laps. J19 is in.
Again.
Yep, mediums.
Soft
No, it's soft.
actually.
Sorry, it flashed up mediums, then went soft. Glitch is still there. It comes out in between the two Toro Rossos. No, don't come out behind both of them, sorry.
Yeah, so where is we done Silverstone, which is soft, medium, hard. Hockenheim was the ultra soft, soft, medium. Hungary was the exact same, ultra soft, soft, medium. I want to say super soft, soft, medium at Spa, or was it ultra soft, super soft, soft? At Spa. I cannot remember.
And J19 goes around the outside of Putterland into turn... Ooh, no, not into turn 10. Ooh! J19's got a long way to go.
Yeah, no, he'll definitely have to pit again. There's no way he's getting 30 laps out of those.
You sure? Putterland's on 27.
I'm just going by based on
28
what
now.
the length of stints J19 has already done.
Oh God.
That's getting a bit personal.
The gap at the front is now 10 seconds. Honestly, I did expect it to be a little bit bigger from last year form, but so I think I'll take 10 seconds.
J19 nearly running into the back marker. Now Putterland's got to pass his teammate and lap him.
Oh, one is in the gravel.
Yeah, the YR was in the gravel, but he wasn't very should we say kind in letting Putterland through. I think Putterland sort of forced the issue in turn 9 more than anything else.
Yeah.
The cloud appears to be breaking up because I'm...
Sorry?
I said the cloud appears to be breaking up, so I'm getting sort of sun sort of starting to appear itself on some of the onboard shots.
Yeah, some bits, yeah, like there, yeah.
Matey Boy will... What do you reckon? Try and get to lap 39.40? Give him 26, 27 laps? Maybe try to do 28 laps on this stint and then another 28 laps on the next stint? So if he's done
26 now, he's putting on lap 11. Oh, hang on, how long have we got left? 30... No.
We've got 28 laps. We've got 28 laps to go. He's done 26 on this stint.
Might as well pick next lap, because it's a bit and a half.
Yeah. And again, he'd get the initial undercut. Then Madman would have the advantage at the end, depending on what he goes on. Because he can't use soft again.
No, it'll have to be he's gonna try and do supers, but Madman's in a sticky situation though himself.
Madman will need to get on the supers, and surely Madman's got to get into the what?
Deep 40s.
Well, probably into the 50s, you would have thought.
Yeah, close to 50, in between 45 and 50, to have any chance.
I don't think we've seen many drivers get more than what, 12 laps.
11 laps is the most we've seen.
So on that logic, you want lap 55.
So he will have to do 35 laps on his softs. So this isn't done yet. Unless he goes on mediums.
But if he goes on mediums, he might as well box soon.
Now.
We'll literally hit the lap after Matey Boy does. To cover it off. Matey Boy's in now. So yeah, he's going to split it.
Putterlander's now done 30 laps, so he might as well pit himself. More softs, obviously,
yeah,
can happen, yep.
Conventional 2-stop, which...
White's in as well.
Too bad. White will do the same thing.
What will Madman do then? Because he is coming up to 20 laps done. He has a big gap. J19 has now set the fastest lap, so he's now come ahead. The undercut's massive. The undercut's huge. The undercut is what? Enormous. Yeah.
Wasn't that about 12 seconds, that gap, before J19 pitted?
Yeah, but this is what I don't understand with this game, because not even on like 16 was the undercut this ridiculous. The undercut is humongous on this game.
Madman stays out. We'll keep an eye on that gap with Matey Boy. It's 33 seconds.
Yeah.
Madman's tyres will probably be going through that almost graining element now. So he's about 20 laps in. Or he's probably just got the other side of that, but the tyres will be starting to feel rather warm. He's getting the rear sort of coming around a little bit. I don't know if that's over dramatised almost on spectate mode, but J19 again is using all the treats out of that tyre, but he will not get to the end. He will not get to the end doing that pace. And he's already pitted 3 times, so he's on a 4-stop.
Right, so
I know he had the issues with the
Madman is coming to the end of the lap. Does he pit this time?
No.
No.
And Matey Boy has taken a second already on this lap.
I'm going to chip away. You want to chip away or go... Because it might be better for it to go the 7/10 lap on himself.
And he gained 3/10 just on traction out of the chicane.
22.0.
Which is what, about half second off what J19's doing.
Yeah.
And J19's only 10 seconds behind Matey Boy. If White does the fastest lap for 21.1. They certainly like using all the treats in their tyre.
Yeah.
I say this is a test, so this is just sort of getting them properly familiar over their cars and the tyres and the best way. Butterland's pitted and gone on to mediums. He's done 33 laps on the soft. He's now got 25 laps to do left and he's gone on the medium. At least he shouldn't have any issue with tyre wear. Just want to see what his pace is like on those tyres. J19 has almost drained his battery again.
Well, Matey Boy also done that as well. He's now in 1.
He's not gaining as much as I thought he would.
Well, this is what we're saying. Is he treating it gingerly? Because he knows Madman's in a spot of bother at the moment anyway, but he will be a spot of bother at the end of the race. Though.
Expect Madman. Probably gets about lap 50, I reckon. So that'll be about 30 laps then on. That'll be about 30 laps on that set of softs, which is sort of roughly what we've been seeing. But yeah, as you say, that'll be 16 laps, and that seems a lot on the super soft. So, yeah. Difficult to sort of read at the moment. Matey Boy's now pulling away from J19 again.
And Matey Boy is now is 29.5 behind Madman. All of a sudden.
It's White who's on the move. Less than 2 seconds behind J19.
Putterland is now also on the mediums, if you've noticed.
Yeah, I did mention that. Oh, that was 2 people, I swear, I just saw pop up there. I think that might have been J19 and White both getting a penalty there. It was indeed. Yeah, I was saying that Putterland did 30 laps on his soft. He's come into the pits, put the mediums on, which is they got to do 25. So he shouldn't have any issues with tyre wear on his set of tyres, but I don't know what his pace will be like. I think J19's in a battery conservation mode.
Yep.
Because all of a sudden White is right on his tail. Similar kind of laps on the tyres, about 4 laps different between these two. Tyres, 4 laps newer in White's favour. Now it's wide open. That's deep. Oh, J90 was on the grass. There. I think he was looking behind him there. Not looking where he was going, I thought, for a moment. Because, yeah, he was right on the grass on the right hand side of the track there for a moment. Oh, sector 3 yellows. Well, there we go.
Go for that. That's a crash.
The yellows have gone quite quickly. As he's retired in the pit lane. Again, no safety car. Safety car does seem to be
temperamental.
I wouldn't say. I was about to say almost quite realistic in terms of when it decides to show itself as wide to the last half J19. It seems like if a driver crashes and there's no one around them, and it's in a fairly safe place, it doesn't mean the safety car will come out. It seems to sort of be a bit realistic as to the danger of where that person has crashed, as to if or when the safety car does show itself.
Just an idea on the gap, 27.3 now.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's chipping away, so yeah, I think you might be right. I mean, Madman's times are in the
23, mid 23s.
Mid to low 23s. And Matey Boy is in the... Well, he done a mid 23 last time round as well, but he was in the high 21s, low 22s. Previous to that, I think Matey Boy might have made a mistake.
Mid 22s. He did just make it. He did make an error in the chicane. Small error, not big one.
But this is very good to see from Matey Boy.
It looks like Matey Boy's actually pushing, but what?
Just as he touches the grass.
Hasn't closed in at all this lap.
If anything, Madman's pulled away. Sounds weird that I'm flicking between the McLaren and the Renault and the same engine note. Still not quite got used to that on the game. McLaren having the Renault engine.
Yeah. J19's in again.
He's not quite. He's gone to the medium now. He's not quite worked out the best way to approach and use the tyres, because again, that wasn't a lot of laps. It was only about 12 laps.
And oh, Madman's in. What the heck's he gonna go on?
He's got to go medium. He's got another option. 18 laps to go. No way you can get supers off to go to the end, but they look like supers going on. That's a long way.
Yeah, but remember though, we've seen people doing 20, high 20 laps on softs, so 18 should be doable on supers.
See, even if they don't keep their performance, he will pull away a hell of a lot of time now on Matey Boy, you would expect, over the next sort of 5-10 laps.
Yeah.
And then it'll be a case of just managing the tyres from there, I reckon. So watch for the fastest lap times to dwindle down quite quickly. With Madden's pace now. And he saved all his battery as well, if you notice. He's literally got a full battery. I reckon he will put it in 5 or 4 and just go for the fastest lap here. There you go, I think he just changed his mode there. More yellow sector 3, who's that? That's J19. He spun on the approach to the twisty final second, he's retired.
Right, so that's down to 4 now. I think some people will go away from this test race and think, right, okay. And others will be going like, oh my god, I've got work to do. Admittedly, Soups we don't know because obviously he lost it very, very, very early on.
Yeah, Blunt Sands and Callum didn't actually make the start.
Neither did H278.
H78 didn't. There's a 19.5.
Year Duck I think needs some more practice. J19 needs to learn how to do time management, I think.
And we've still got the likes of, let's say, Michael C. Whiteside, to show themselves as well, see what they can do. Madman pulled up 4 seconds.
Yeah.
That lap.
Well, we can't do that because it's going to wreck his tyres. Unless he's doing a double supers.
Well, if he does, he needs to. What was the pit stop?
22.
Time? Like, he needs to find another 11 seconds, which, to be honest, at that pace would be quite easy. But he has put his ERS mode down into 2. He's basically done 1 flying lap in mode 4. He's now in mode 1. For those who are watching and maybe aren't sure what the graphic means, or those who have played the game and again, it took me and Stephen a couple of, half hour to work it out. The white and yellow bars you see below the battery level. The white bar with the letter D means the amount of available deployment the driver has for the lap they're on, and the yellow bar with the H indicates the amount of energy they've harvested on that very lap. But even though Madman has got, on my screen, 55% battery available,
yep,
doesn't mean he can use all 55% in 1 lap.
Nope.
He's only got the white bar of deployment
it's
available.
33 seconds of worth of deployment, I believe, is the rule.
Yes. Which is why
and there will be tracks on this on the calendar where you will run out of deployment.
Yeah, so you will
Before
see
battery.
it track like Baku being one of them, I believe.
Yeah, Baku and Spa were the two.
Yeah, where in qualifying mode you will see that people will have, even though they have a full battery at the start of a lap, by the end of the lap they've run out of deployment, even though they've still got like 40% battery left, 50% battery left, they've run out of deployment and therefore lost about 120 horsepower the battery
160.
offers. 160 horsepower the battery offers.
Which I have been known is enough to get your saloon car motoring.
Yes.
Allegedly, but
Allegedly.
nowadays 160 horsepower is nothing. Pretty much. You get that now from 1 litre, pretty much.
Mm. Ugh, excuse me.
It's quite a scary thought. If Madman's trying a double super, well, to be honest, what you got to remember is, if he's doing a double super, agreed he'll come up behind Matey Boy, but
you'll catch him very quickly.
Indeed, and remember, he does have a penalty.
Yeah. You got to think as well, he's only 25 seconds ahead of White.
Yes.
So he wouldn't exactly have time to play with to come out in front of White.
Nope.
So it wouldn't be wise to stop, but yeah, I mean he has, let's say, put the battery in a lower mode, but what lap times has he been doing? So he set his 19.5 on his first flying lap, and since then he's done a 20.4, a 21.1 and a 21.5 since that 1 minute 19 lap he set. And Matey Boy's in the low 22s. So he has backed off, or I say backed off, he is around a second and a half, 2 seconds off what he was doing 4 laps ago. But is that down to already using a lot of the tyre, or is that just managing? We do not know. I know we've only got 4 cars left, but it's kind of nice to see that all 4 cars are, what? Within, well, the top 3 within half a minute of each other. And all 4 cars being on the same lap.
Have you noticed Madman is not pulling away from Matey Boy anymore? If he is, it's literally
Well, Matey Boy is
a
in
couple
mode
of
5.
tenths. Oh, is he in mode 5, is he?
Matey Boy is draining his battery. He's now put it into mode 1 at the end of the pit straight.
When will Madman box then?
If he boxes.
He'll have to,
I
otherwise
still
his tyres will
don't-
be completely shot.
I reckon he will try and manage it. I reckon he'll try and manage it because he hasn't sort of properly prepared it in such a way that he can get this tyre strategy to work efficiently. I think he pitted too early on his first stop.
Yes.
I think he was more concerned about the gap. Ooh, he nearly loses it on the grass out the final chicane. I think he was a little bit more concerned about the gap he had to Matey Boy during the first pit stop sequence. And maybe pitted a couple of laps earlier than he should have done. Yeah, it's a bit weird how in spectator mode on this game we get to see the ERS now but not the fuel. So we have no idea what the fuel levels are, but as we already mentioned, fuel is less of an issue on this game. And even enrichment is not as much of an issue compared to the one on 17.
Mm.
I mean, even also on 17, even in standard mix sometimes was an overkill.
Yeah.
The way Madman is sort of saving his battery might indicate he is thinking of pitting again. That's twice he's done that now. Getting very wide out of the chicane.
He's doing low 22s.
Yeah, so he's saving his battery. He's got his battery up to what, nearly 60%.
So it's a 67, I think that is.
Oh, it's a high 70%. Sorry, yeah, nearly 70%. So that might indicate he is saving his battery to go again on another fresh set, maybe around what, lap 60? Give him 6 laps on another fresh set. White is keeping Matey Boy honest. A mistake from Matey Boy and it will mean White will be on him. I'll get the helicopter view, which I think is the first time I've had it. What's lap time in Catalan on these videos? I wonder. Low 22s. Look at the low 22s. A similar pace to what Matey Boy and White are doing now. Not bad. Got decent pacing in those mediums.
Huh?
A decent pace in those medium tyres.
Yeah, as I said, you just got to make sure you know how to use them.
Yeah. Is now very squirrely. 14.9 ahead of Matey Boy with 9 laps to go. The car all of a sudden looked very squirrely on the rear.
Who, Mattman?
Yeah. All of a sudden that rear tyre is
Still got 6 to go, and Matey Boy's catching the gap now. If he pitted now, he's still got 8 to go. He would probably catch him, but the gap is actually 11.
Yes, it is. Yeah, getting mad.
Wide again.
3-second time pen. Okay. the longer Madman stays out there, the less likely I think he's actually going to pit. He's just going to fight this out. Because if he was going to pit, he'd want to do it now, give him a chance to re-catch Matey Boy.
Ooh.
But that rear is looking rather loose now. So is it going to be a fight for him at the end just to keep the car on the track? Well, Putterland's in the pits, he's had enough of those mediums.
Keep getting texts from J19 now.
What's he saying?
So obviously when we told him to ready up, he said he did when everyone else did. But
yeah, that's what he's me.
But he just said to me that he readied up when Vern pressed go.
No, so I couldn't press go.
You can't press go in spectate.
Nope. Unfortunately not. Ever since on the last game when they introduced the spectate mode, it does mean you have no control as to when the session starts. Which is why we tend to have a designated person we message. Say, go.
Gap's under 13 now. It's coming down a second a lap. It's not enough at that rate for Matey Boy to win. Ooh, wide again.
It's wide. He got the first part of the chicane completely wrong, and it just ruined him for the rest of that section. He's managing the gap, but he's not looking.
No! Oh!
I was just about to say, it doesn't look comfortable, and he's off the track.
So how much is that? That's 2.5 seconds gone on himself. 11.
The gap's 11.
Under 11 now.
10.5.
No, but ooh, he's off again.
Oh, the Putterland who's
unlapped himself.
Not long pitted. Not long pitted for the super soft. He's just unlapped himself.
Ooh. Now what does Madman do? He's the longest so far. Ooh. He's gone the longest so far of anyone on the supers, but the gap is now under about 9.5 now.
Matey Boy will be seeing those in those sector times, sector gaps, and thinking, hang on a moment.
Is he going to carry on? Or is he going to pit?
I mean, he'd have to. He'd have to catch about 13 seconds with the current gap. There's only 9.5 seconds gap. It's about what, 24 was it for a pit stop?
22.
Yeah, so that'll be 13 seconds behind Matey Boy would be when he pits. With 5 laps to go.
And remember, with the half spins he's been doing, that will overheat his tyres even more.
Yeah, exactly. So he's all of a sudden in mode 3 as well.
Oh, he's been in mode 3 for a while.
Oh, has he? Okay, when I last looked, he was in mode 2. Again, he's through that chicane. He now seems quite nervous to put the throttle down.
Oh, he has been for a while.
Which again would indicate he's got a lot of ballast to the rear. Sector 2 yellows. That's White. White spun out of turn 7, 6, 7 and 8. Motorboy comes around the final corner. Gap still 9.5. Madman's managed the gap since that spin, or half spin.
I think that's woken him up a bit.
Yes.
White's in the pits.
Yeah, he's just had his spin. I wonder if he damaged his wing. I think he did actually. I can't see the end plates on the left hand side of his wing. So he'll go to the supers, and I suspect he might take the fastest lap at the end of the race.
Yeah, front wing change.
Yep. Putterland's just going around the final corner now, so he hasn't had too much in the pocket to stay in front of Putterland. Yeah, Madden's done enough to hold on to the lead. You just can't afford to have another off like that.
Treading the throttle like an egg.
Yeah, I think he's cooked the rears. The rears. Nine seconds now. The gap, half a second in Matey Boy's favour that first sector.
It needs to go down another 6 seconds, and then it's neck and neck.
Yeah.
Unless Madman gets another penalty, of course.
How far is he off from another penalty? There's one penalty. He's had 2 warnings after that penalty. He's 1 warning away. Matey Boy's already had 1 warning the entire race. Yeah, one more cut or exceeding track limits from Madman, and he's got a 6-second penalty. And Matey Boy would all of a sudden only find himself 2.5, 3 seconds behind. Well, actually, it's gone up to 9.3 again. 9.5 again, so he's made a mistake in the final sector.
Penultimate lap.
Yeah, just... What would you make of what we've seen?
Madman hasn't lost any of his pace. Matey Boy's getting a lot of pace, and a few people need to practice more.
The game seems to have behaved itself though.
Yep. Bit disappointed with the safety car. Did expect it to come out at least once in this race.
We might have more. Ooh, Madman's sliding.
Yeah, but Matey Boy's lost a second. Remember, his Matey Boy tyres will be starting to go as well now as well.
Yeah, he's in the same boat now pretty much, isn't he? There might be more of a chance of a safety car in our test race next week.
Yep.
I mean, we have got 18 drivers signed up in the F1 league currently.
Yeah. Whether or not they'll all join, or whether or not they'll all
I'm hoping that we'd have, I'm hoping that at least 15 of those will show. I'll really put the lobbies and the game under strenuous testing.
Ooh, Madman!
Yeah, he's cooked the tyres. The tyres are gone. Unfortunately, Matey Boys have also feeling very, very warm. Madman's fuel light is on with his matey boys.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
White's going for the fastest lap. He's in mode 5.
Good on him, I suppose.
He's also just trying to keep Putterland off him. Putterland's only 3 seconds behind him. Is this going to be the fastest lap from White? No, it's not. Madman round the final chicane for the final time. As long as he doesn't slide out the last corner, he will win this test race. And he's won the test race by, in the end, about 7 seconds.
Until penalties applied. 3.7.
So, yeah, 3.7.
I think Matey Boy will be pleased with that, I think.
Yeah, be very pleased with that.
Now wait for the other two to see who's going to win the fastest lap award.
At the moment, that's still been won by Madman. Although Putterland's got rather close. His fastest lap's only a 10th off Madman.
Yeah, White's not going to beat it, I don't think.
I don't think he's had the abilities running 5 the entire lap. I don't think he's had the battery power. Yeah, it doesn't improve his 20.4.
Oh, hello, what's this? Why is the bus just stopped? Or is that what it does now after the update?
Well, the hassle's still going on my screen.
Oh, mine is ground to a halt. Just put the brakes on, just stopped. Look.
I reckon that might be a picture we'll see quite a lot this season. McLaren on the podium. Potentially on the top step of the podium. It's going to take a lot again to take him off the top step.
Only one not to get a penalty.
But under the new corner cutting rules that will come into place in the new season, no one would receive a license point or a time penalty for that matter. Additional time penalty.
No.
Because the thresholds are now 4, 8 and 12 rather than 3, 6 and 9.
Mm.
So the idea of that is to sort of be less strict on the penalties and their, because it seemed to sort of last season they were sort of scaring people away by the number of penalty points they were picking up. So I will explain during the first league race of the F2 league season. I'll explain sort of the changes that have been made in more detail. But just to give a sort of summary of what the penalty system will be now, it sort of has more of an effect within the race that has just taken place. So more sort of time penalties being applied rather than license points.
Mm.
You will only really receive a license points for the more severe penalties or persistently corner cutting.
Yes.
Again, that is just with the intention to try and keep people wanting to race and not scare them off by having points deducted off them like every other week.
Mm.
So that's the intention, and as I'll explain in more detail in about 2 weeks' time. But thank you very much for sticking with us and watching.